Long. And joining me right now is Deb Dansby. She's the Vice President of Rock Ventures. Deb, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me.
It's getting a little loud here in the parlor of the Grand Hotel, right? But talk a little bit about what you're involved in helping revitalize Detroit under the umbrella of the Quicken Empire and Dan Gilbert.
Well, it's a very exciting time in Detroit. It's a very exciting time to be working at Rock Ventures. Dan has really put together a great vision, and the vision isn't traditional urban development in the sense that we are almost going for a Big Bang theory. A lot of times people will tell you that you have to create the jobs, and then the residential, and then the retail will come, and what we're trying to do is almost do all of that at once. And
that's got to be an overwhelming proposition.
It is, and it's also hard to kind of sell that story to some folks, but what we tried to do in our master planning process is create the vision for destinations. And destinations can be everything from placemaking and creating public spaces that people want to come to and revisit over and over again, to retail that they feel like they can experience a unique opportunity with retail, whether that's food and beverage or fashion, as well as a unique destination for employment and the types of companies that are moving into downtown.
I think what Dan Gilbert has started to do is very unique. I mean, you're talking about that, and it's amazing to see in terms of he's bought a lot of buildings in downtown, but he is also working urban planning wise to make sure that it all makes sense, and isn't that really the key?
It is the key. I mean, there's been a lot of plans over time. People have great thoughts and ideas about the city. The one thing about Dan's vision is that it is about connectivity. It is about being walkable and creating different experiences throughout the downtown, whether you're a visitor, a resident, or someone who just is there to work during the day. And that kind of energy is also then coupled with the ability to finance that opportunity, as well as working with our partners throughout the city to make that happen. No individual could actually come into the city and have the grandiose ideas and not make those things happen if we're not working with the other businesses in the city and some of the other community engagement.
And that's what I want to ask you. How does that work? How do you get that collaboration when you come in and say, look, this is what I think that we could do, now we need help from different partners?
Well, part of it, I think, is just bringing them in on the planning phase. People, any type of person likes to have their input along the way, and it's no different when you're talking industry versus city, public and private partnerships. Bringing people into the discussion early on as far as what you're trying to accomplish and what they think will work or not work has been key, because then it makes the implementation all that much easier because everyone's on the same page from the very beginning.
So when you flip open the planning books, where are we looking 5 years from now?
Well, I would actually challenge you in saying, where are we looking 2 years from now? Because I don't think it's going to take 5 years to get it all done.
So you think immediacy is what we have here?
There's a sense of urgency in the plan that we've put together, and it's on purpose. We think Detroit has the opportunity to move that quickly. We also think it's critical to move that quickly so people can see progress very quickly throughout the downtown. And so I think in 2 years, in 2016, by the end of 2015, I think you're going to see a very different downtown. You're going to have the M1 rail in place, which is going to go from Midtown down to the riverfront and bring people back and forth. And so you're going to start to see more connectivity between those two areas. You will see a lot of new construction and new development done by 2015. Retail will be moving in and activated. And residential, our residential prospects in downtown Detroit, we are sold out with any residential offering we have, and waiting lists that are 2 years out. So I do think in 2 years you're going to see a very different vibrancy from everything from the industry part and the commercial side to the public spaces to our transit and the people who are living there every day.
You must have fun taking a look at a grand plan.
It's a job like no other. It's a very unique opportunity. I'm very grateful to be on the team and working on it. You don't get chances like this in your life very often. And I think that's part of what people see when we roll these plans out and why people get so excited, because it is a unique opportunity for Detroit and everyone wants to be engaged and participate.
And I can't wait to see what's next. Deb Dansby, thanks so much for joining me from Rock Ventures. And you are watching a live coverage of the Mackinac Policy Conference. We'll be right back.